Hello and welcome to Digital General. This is the second battle of the Belisarius Campaign in Field of Glory 2. We came out of the first battle with a pretty solid victory. I was quite happy with how it turned out. So let's see how we can proceed. And I think this might be the Battle of Ballinicum, which is interesting because Belisarius actually loses that battle in the field, but strategically it was basically a draw where the Persians were not able to take advantage of their tactical victory because they were so badly mauled in the actual fighting. So historically, he did have to leave a bunch of his troops in the garrison, and I guess that's what we're being asked to do. So you must attach some units from your field army as a garrison, and let's see what that looks like. Alright, so select units you want to move from the army, and how many points do we have to? You must attach between 681 and 973 points worth of troops as garrisons. If you detach more than the minimum, the difference will be added to your reinforcement points for the next battle. Okay, so I guess I can detach more and then just have the reinforcements come in. So that's interesting. I don't know if I want to do that, but let's see. Okay, so because this is based on points, not numbers, I think I'm going to be detaching the more hurt units first and see how that goes. So let's see. The archers were not that useful, so let's get the archers in there. Okay, what else is... Okay, auxilia have been pretty badly mauled too, so let's put them to the garrison. And these auxilia are also... but that leaves me with no auxilia. Yeah, I'll keep one of the auxilia. Alright, all of these guys took some losses, but they're actually pretty strong. Okay, these Legio Comitatensis, man, that's a word that just does not roll off the tongue. Okay, these Legio have been almost half strength, so I would definitely want to garrison them. And actually, okay, yeah, so looking at the points, no, I'm not being clever at all. The mauled units are worth fewer points, so that means I'm actually have to be detaching more units if I do it that way. All right. Now, does this actually? Oh, okay, yes. Hopefully, the accept button will glow when I'm ready to go. Okay. Anyway, sorry. Right. Let's keep going. Let's keep on detaching more units. So definitely, we'll have to detach a couple of these infantry, even though they're perfectly good. In the regular foot. I just need to add some to the numbers. And these are actually basically border legions, so that makes sense that they would go back to the garrison. Okay. These are light horse. No. Yeah, I'll keep these. These ones are really mauled, so I'll put them aside. And they're light, so I have 2 light horse. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, got 2 noble lancers. I want to keep... Okay, this one's really mauled, so I will put him aside to the garrison because I don't want him to just get trashed en route. Then I've got a whole bunch of horse archers, so let me garrison a couple of them. And get some more lancers here. Yeah, maybe this one. So just sorted by strength points. Alright, let's see what else. Alright, these guys are actually raw. So let's get rid of them because that's not very useful. And all these are average -1, so they're below average. Alright, so get lancers. They're all superior, so I actually do want them, but maybe other archers. And I really want to keep my legionnaires because I do need some useful infantry, so I think I'm just going to have to leave a lot more of these garrison troops. Alright, how close are we? It's quite the significant amount of units that I have to leave behind. That is making me very sad. Oh, okay, so now I just, wait, can I put it back? Yeah, actually, seems like I'm okay now. Okay, so, kind of feels like about half the army has to stay in the garrison, and I'm pretty happy with this, the stimulation, so I kept some of my best troops for the battle, and the units that were more mauled and less exceptional, I'm taking with me. And I can select these. Oh, okay, that's interesting. And you're learning the interface all the time for these games. That's kind of funny. So I can actually move them in bulk. Good to know for the next battle. Okay, well, sorry, you have to sit through me clicking one unit at a time. Such is life. Okay, good. So we did that, so let's accept that. Yes, I am happy with my garrison selection. And now I can either call the Arab allies, which I think was the historical move, or the reinforcements from home, and they're likely to be not as numerous. Yeah, let's go for the allies. I don't know what's the better call, but I want my allies. I think I don't want to be waiting for fewer reinforcements. I'd rather take them all. So let's go with choice 1. And let's get to the battle and see what that looks like. Okay, so let's see. So objective is the same, right? So routing at least 40% of the enemy and 25% more than you, or 60% of the enemy, 24 turns, and it's just an open battle. So let's close that. All right, it's deployment mode. So let's take a look at. Yeah, I think this does look like the historical battle setup. So we have the river on the left side, and my thinly spread out army, and the actual battlefield is a lot smaller, so this should be a much quicker battle. But I do have some nice rough ground here that I can totally take advantage of. Huh. So historically, what happened is the Persians played this trick on the Byzantines, where they set up in a matching line, and then they shifted their cavalry to the right side, thinning out their left line, so basically kind of almost like a refused flank. But the Byzantines did not know about this, they did not notice this maneuver, and then this weighted right flank of cavalry smashed through the line on the right side and basically collapsed the Byzantines, who fled towards the water. Many of them drowned and then withdrew from battle. But the fighting was really, really heavy, and Belisarius was able to mount a formidable defense after his line initially collapsed and kind of reform it, which meant that the Persians suffered heavy losses, which is why they were unable to take advantage of the win. Okay, so having said that, let's see what do we want to do. All right, so we've got rough ground, open ground, and then this thing. So what I want to do is, okay, so I've got, yeah, so these slingers, I think I'm going to just, yeah, I'm going to put my light, let's just see what, I like seeing the line of fire, especially when set up. Yeah, because the javelin men, and these are archers. The archers actually have a nice long range. Slingers have short range, and the javelin men are obviously super short range. And these are kind of archers of the line. So they will not be winning many engagements. I think I'm going to put them, yeah, I'm going to put them at the side. So I can have a nice solid formation. And the way this is turning out is I'm heavily weighted on the right side with my legionnaires, and the Limitanae are on the left, and they're protected by this hill. So this nicely anchors my line. I'm quite happy with this. But yeah, these horse archers need to get off of these hills, because that is a complete waste of their deployment. I don't even know if they can make it through here. Yeah, they probably can, but it's I think actually that's interesting. Yeah, I still want them actually on this side. It's fine. There's plenty of room here, and they're fast. I can move them around. So To do that, let's actually... Yeah, let's turn him around. So, no, that's fine. Yeah, so this way they can basically scooch out of here. And I have one more limit A. Alright, that's my sub-general. So I will give all infantry to him. Why can I not? General cannot switch commands. No, I don't want to switch to commands. I want to attach them to him. So now let's see. He's got all the infantry. That's perfect. Okay, Belisarius. I want to do the same thing I did last time, and basically keep him in reserve for now. They're cavalry. They're pretty fast, and so they can respond to threats. And so, okay, so he's actually general too. Because I've got 2 cavalry generals. That's good. That's fine. So actually, that's perfect. So I can use him as my flanking general and attach the light cavalry to him, so that he can skirmish out with my archers and hopefully cause some trouble. Yeah. So I've got this skirmishing wing of cavalry, and then I'm going to form up a second block of hitting cavalry with Isaacus here. So let's see, how do I want to do this? I have armored horse archers. Yeah, they can be supporting, and oh right, so these are my allies. So I've got Arab cavalry and Bedouin cavalry. Okay, so they're average protected lancers, swordsmen, so they're actually not bad, but and these are unprotected, and then noble lancers are dismountable, highly superior. Okay, good. So let's move. Yeah, let's move them here, and the Bedouins can go up front. Horse archers and they're bowmen as well. Yeah, why don't I switch? So there you go. So my plan is these horse archers can skirmish out with my light cavalry and kind of go in the flank, see how it develops. This is a bit more punchy, so I have cavalry that can potentially deploy and punch through, roll up the flank, and then I have a nice solid line. Bedouin foot is average protected light spear, and I got my archers on the flank, and I'm kind of tempted to put my archers on this hill. Yeah, let's do that. That's kind of an interesting thing. I wonder if that'll work out for me. Yeah, okay, let's do that. And then I have my General Commander-in-Chief as reserve. He can pop in to support a flank or kind of deploy, see how it goes, and then 1 unit of Mitane is as reserve, which is not a lot of reserve, but I don't have a lot of army to work with here. And I think I'm happy. I think this is a reasonable plan. We'll see what the enemy brings against me, but this is pretty reasonable. All right, so let's end the turn and see what shows up. End of the turn. Perfect. Okay, the enemy deployed. 2 elephants. That is very not good. All right, cool. So let's take a look at these guys. So what are we facing? Light horse, some slingers, expert armor archers. These guys are super nasty, especially with the general. Armored horse archers. Yeah, armored horse archers. Some Bedouin cavalry, so that's matched against me. Armored horse archers. Sassanid heavy foot. They're undrilled, average protected light spear, and maneuverable, so they're actually pretty decent. So these guys are average, these guys are raw. So, right, so the infantry is not nothing to be too worried about. Masked, raw, untrained spearmen, and actual trained, but still not elite or anything like that. General and archers, and elephants. They're not generals, fortunately, so that's good. They won't be getting the general bonus, but still 2 of them. I need to surround them. That's the only way to deal with elephants. And cavalry, horse archers, expert armored, horse archers. So, and then lots of skirmishers. So once again, it looks like I'll be at a bit of a disadvantage. Let's see. So if I count up the horses, I've got our skirmishers are matched, so they'll basically neutralize each other. That's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 versus 6, then much more supporting. Another 6 or so in support. So yeah, I'm outnumbered cavalry-wise. My infantry is pretty solid, and so I think I'm just gonna do the same thing. Let them come at me. But because his infantry is way back, I'm going to have to try to deal with these archers, which will be a lot harder to break en masse, and I am worried that he'll start basically destroying my units with archer fire, so I guess we'll see how that goes. Okay, perfect. That's that for deployment. And let me just do a reverse angle run by my troops, just to kind of appreciate the look and feel. Kind of like this golden armor here that they've got. It's really no, this bronze. It's supposed to be good. It looks like gold. I know it's not gold. And my legionnaires, and then the Bedouin foot, and then my Lumitine. All right. That's, I think, everything. Okay, good. Well, see you next time.